Greetings everyone. In this video I want to talk about business or busyness and how we can allow that aspect of our life to consume us.
Greetings. This infinite source truth is made possible by the generous contributions and support of viewers like you. Please consider making a contribution now. Thank you.
So, business and the cares of this world. All right. Many source players are prospering and they have businesses, and their businesses are keeping them very busy and focused on the business, where they are not taking time for themselves and their journey. There needs to be a balance between the time, those who have businesses, when you start, there's always a lot of energy that is poured into creating and starting that business. Depending on the business, how much more time and energy is required to keep it maintained and going. And then many business owners have families. Now, they have the business, and the business could have many employees, and so they have a sense of responsibility to those employees to keep them employed and busy, as well as the opportunity to have increasing growth in their business. And some businesses start small and they grow and get larger than the individual who started the business ever thought or imagined possible. And then that busyness keeps them, I'm going to say, obsessed or highly focused on the success of that business in accumulating more and more and more, even to the detriment of any home life that they may have. Because you have a business and you have probably a family and possibly even children, and all of the demands. You wear many hats. You're a manager. You're a wife, a husband, a father, a mother. You have clubs and interests and all of these things. Your life, you're involved in social media, and you have Facebook presence, and you have Instagram, and all of these different media sources. You're told to get LinkedIn and network because you can increase your bottom line by doing that. Well, all of that takes time and energy. A source player needs to look at their lives and evaluate for themselves what they are doing. Do they need to spend this much energy? Is that extra energy in this area of their life benefiting them? Are they seeing increase from it? Is that busyness taking away from their sense of self, or in many cases, from their family time? Well, now their family was a choice that they made. And in some cases, some people's business are their baby. And they use the excuse, well, the business is how I provide for my family. Yes, but how much do you need? What do you enjoy? Is the business the passion of your life rather than your family? Does the family relationship mean anything to you? Are you finding something to dive into to avoid relationships? You chose those relationships, whether they were scripted for you or you made that commitment or that relationship, you created that relationship after you unlocked your script. What are you doing? What is the real reason behind doing it? What is the driving factor? Is the busyness, being busy, busy, busy? Now, you don't even have to have a business to be busy. Students can be busy. Busy with clubs, soccer, baseball, football, chess team, ballet. Literally, families can be run ragged with a bunch of kids, and they all have to have some kind of extracurricular activity. Evaluate exactly where you're spending your energies at, and how many of them are really beneficial and important to you. Some of you would probably do well to shut off your electronic gadgets for a day and take a break and be alone. Some of you can't stand to be alone with yourself. You are bored to death. You cannot stand to be by yourself, alone with your thoughts, to do any kind of shadow work within. Many people load up their schedules with events and people so that they don't have to come face to face with themselves. It is something you need to do in this game if you want to progress and raise your frequency. Busyness for the sake of busyness is never a beneficial thing for you. Time is energy. How are you spending it? You get allotted only so much, and your energy choices determine how much energy you have in your synergy cell, and basically how long your game will last. Make beneficial choices, frequency rising choices, so that you can have outstanding creative abilities and empower your life choices in a greater way that will benefit you in a greater way to raise your frequency, law of attraction, and that sense of mind that can only be achieved when you're centered and you know yourself. Consider taking a day off, whether it's a weekend or you have a day that you can take vacation-wise, and focus inward, not involving and gathering people around you, but simply moving out of the normal day-to-day busyness. Put the cell phone away. Get a piece of paper and a pen or pencil and write down the things that come to your mind that might challenge you in your thinking. What are you doing that is not really benefiting you? What are the steps that you can do to change those things? Now, take time for yourself to know yourself, and not the way you think you want to know yourself, but know yourself the way you are, and deal with those shadow issues. Be sure to go through the self-hypnosis videos. It will help you deal with all that shadow work. Now, if you find the information that I share in these videos beneficial to you, and you appreciate the game win, then it benefits you to say thank you with appreciation, with a gift via PayPal. The link is in the description box below. Abundance, health, and prosperity to you.